Good morning, students. We are discussing our 7th unit of chemistry, that is the equilibrium. Till now we have discussed up to the topic of dynamic equilibrium. Our today's topic of discussion is the law of chemical equilibrium and equilibrium constant. Before starting this topic, we have to once discuss about the law of mass action. That's very important to understand the concept of law of chemical equilibrium and equilibrium constants. So let's start with that topic. How we can define the law of mass action. The law of mass action is given by Goldberg and Vegas in 1864 to correlate the rate of a chemical reaction and the concentration of the reacting species. Clear? With the help of the law of mass action, we have to relate the rate of reaction with respect to the concentration of the reacting species. According to the law, at a constant temperature, the rate of a chemical reaction is directly proportional to the product of the molar concentration of the reactants, each raised to a power equal to its corresponding stoichiometric coefficient that appears in the balanced chemical equation. Clear what I am saying? I am saying here that according to the law of mass action, we can take we can understand this concept with the help of the reaction. Like I am considering a general reaction. It will going to give products. Clear? Products we can say like C and D. Clear? I have to write this equation according to the law of mass action. Law of mass action will going to define the rate of chemical reaction and concentration. How we can say that rate of chemical reaction is directly proportional to the product of molar concentration of reactants. This is reactant A, which is having some stoichiometric coefficient. Stoichiometric coefficients always we have to write in the form of the power. In the form of power we have to write it. And second is the for B. I will write it like that. Clear? So to remove the proportionality constant, I will going to use K. K is the rate constant for this reaction. That is K equals to the product of molar concentrations. Clear? So in this reaction, I can say that these A and B are the stoichiometric coefficients for the reactants A and B, and where K is the rate constant, while square bracket indicates that the molar concentrations of the species. These square brackets are indicating the molar concentrations of the reacting species. Clear? So this is the law of mass action. Again, our next topic, that is the law of chemical equilibrium. How we can define it? Law of chemical equilibrium. Law of chemical equilibrium. Sorry. We can say that law of chemical equilibrium we can apply in a reaction that is reversible in a nature. Means we are saying that we have to take the closed containers in which we can reverse the reactions. Clear? Then we can say the law of mass action is applicable to the individual single step reactions in this chemical equilibrium. The law of chemical equilibrium is as a result of applying the law of a mass action to both forward and backward reactions. For example, we are considering a general reaction. Clear? This reaction is the reversible in nature. I can say that we are taking the reactants in a closed container. Clear? Rate of forward reaction and rate of backward reaction. Forward and backward reaction will going to be defined according to the law of mass action. Clear? In case of law of chemical equilibrium, law of mass action is applied on both the sides. For forward reaction also, for backward reaction also. So applying the law of mass action on both the sides, we can write it like that if I have to write it for forward reaction, so applying law of mass action, rate of forward reaction, that is, I can write like RF is directly proportional to molar concentration, product of molar concentration of the reactants. Clear? So here, to remove proportionality constant, I can use Kf, rate constant for forward reaction. Clear? And now rate of backward reaction, I can write with RB, that is directly proportional to the product of molar concentration of products. Clear? To remove the proportionality constant, I can use Kb as a rate constant for backward direction. Clear? So now at equilibrium, we have to consider that rate of forward reaction is equal to rate of backward reaction. At equilibrium, rate of forward reaction is equals to rate of backward reaction. So as a result, RF, that is equals to rate constant of forward reaction to the products of reactant A and B. I can rewrite it like that. Kf A to the molar concentration of reactant B equals to Kb, product of molar concentration of product C and D. Clear? So now on rearranging this equation, I will going to have Kf upon Kb is equals to concentration of C to the molar concentration of D. I can write it like that, sorry for inconvenience, that is like that. I can rewrite it. Clear? Where Kf upon Kb I can replace with the Kc, that is known as the equilibrium constant for a reversible reactions, that is equals to product of molar concentration of products C and D to the product of molar concentration of reactants, that is A and B. So this is the expression for equilibrium constant. In this lecture we have discussed about the topic of law of mass action that we can apply on a irreversible reactions, that is we can write for the single step reactions, and after that we have discussed the topic of law of chemical equilibrium that we can define as At a given temperature, the product of concentration of reactions products raised to the respective stoichiometric coefficients in the balanced chemical equation divided by the product of the concentration of the reactants raised to their individual stoichiometric coefficients has a constant value. Clear? Same we have learned with the help of the expression that according to the law of chemical equilibrium, we can say that product of molar concentration of products to the molar concentration of the reactants should be raised to the powers that we can say their stoichiometric powers. Clear? We have to take this reaction at constant temperature. Clear? So once go through this topic by yourself. If any doubt is there, you can clear your doubts anytime. This is your chemistry teacher. Thanks a lot.